Hey there, wrestling fanatics. It's your host here, TeamRyRy, and back with another episode of TeamRyRy's Wrestling Podcast, episode number 13. I have a guest here. Go ahead and plug your channel, my friend.
Yeah, what's going on, guys? It's Frontman Project. Of course, check me out on YouTube, which is Frontman Project, and my Twitter at TeamRyRy1989. What's going on, Rara?
Not too much. We've been having issues with this damn Skype, so let's get on with this really quickie. What's your thoughts on the Rio? Well, really quickly, Dave.
Yeah, on about Del Rio, I did hear he's rumored to come back. I'm sure that'll probably happen. I know he was in Lucha Underground, which was cool seeing him there in a different form and everything, so that was really nice to see that. So, having him come back, hopefully, maybe he'll be back as a heel. That'd be nice to see that. And maybe bring back Ricardo Rodriguez. I don't know if they'll probably do that. It might be a long shot. But just seeing him come back overall, especially coming back with the cars and everything, which I really enjoyed that too, part of his entrance, which actually made it unique. So hopefully Alberto Del Rio will get to return.
Okay, are they brothers?
As of right now, I think they're friends. I don't think they're brothers. I haven't really looked up on that too much though, but I'm pretty sure they're friends overall.
Okay, another thing is tonight on Raw, I guess it's gonna be like, Undertaker, Ric Flair, HBK, and Austin, but Austin's not gonna be there. He's gonna do his own thing, correct, Dave?
Well, yeah, we got the Stone Cold podcast tonight with Brock Lesnar. That should be dope to really check out. I really enjoy the Stone Cold podcast, not only on the network, but on Podcast One, which you guys definitely guys check out too. So that's going to be really cool.
Oh yeah, he does a great job. I think he does a good job, without the W Network because he could be more edgier because McMahon tells him what to say sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I could be totally wrong, but
Yeah,
I love Austin's podcast. I think he does it way better than Y2J podcast on the network. But that's just my opinion, Dave. You know.
right.
And you told me recently, you know, we've been messing up lately because this damn Skype that you went to a live house show at MSG, and you told me it was a great atmosphere, huh, Dave?
Yeah, it was really cool to be there. It wasn't my first time being there, of course. I've been to other shows there, but this one was really nice, and the way they had it set up was cool. I like how they did that. Of course, I was able to get a couple of things on WWE Shop with two wrestling shirts and then two DVDs, so it turned out pretty well, and I got the collector's cup too on top of that. And overall, it was a really nice night, and it was definitely worth it.
That's awesome. Do you think MSG will ever host another pay-per-view in the future, Dave?
I really hope so. I would like that. The last one I went to was Royal Rumble '08, so you never know.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
they need to host like a TLC or something big or maybe a Raw. When last time a Raw was in MSG? Been a while.
It's been a good long while, yeah. I
Yeah.
don't remember exactly, but they should definitely host more stuff on there, especially with the main shows and pay-per-views.
Oh yeah, I don't know why they don't go there. I know WrestleMania is out of that question because they want to go to a big arenas, you know.
Right.
So maybe in the future, I know house shows are cool. I mean, live or house shows okay, but you prefer like a Raw or pay per view, especially a pay per view out there again, you know.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Now I mentioned this, or I actually made a video on this. Will be a good location for Mania in the future, and you respond to my video that home of the Carolina Panthers would be a great place for Mania. What's your thoughts on that, Dave?
Yeah, not only would it be more convenient for me, that'd be a really interesting place since there is a lot of wrestling history there,
Oh yeah.
especially with all the other old shows that have been there, and that's Flair Country, obviously, so that's another thing.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I think it would be pretty nice to be able to see that for North Carolina. So that's really the main place that I can really think of for a WrestleMania to be in. So hopefully later on down the line within the next couple of years, I would assume they would have that for the first time. So that would be really awesome.
And plus, I think there's other stuff to do besides wrestling, correct? I know that there's a lot of shopping areas and probably malls, and I don't know what else is out there in Charlotte. Do you know?
Yeah, they got a lot of malls. You got the Epicenter where it has everything pretty much there from just like little stores and restaurants and all that. You can go see a game, a baseball game there. You can do a whole bunch of other stuff. There's
Yeah.
just so many to do. I
Yeah,
can't name
and
them.
probably if they have it WrestleMania out there, probably gonna have like NXT part of the package and all that great
Yeah.
stuff. And do you think if it does happen, is the seats big enough to host a WrestleMania, the home of the Charlotte Bobcats, not Charlotte Bobcats, the Charlotte the football team? Is it big enough, Dave?
I would assume it is. I mean, it's a good enough size. So
Okay.
I know my girlfriend worked there at the stadium at one point, so I think they would be able to do pretty well. And then they can go to the Time Warner Cable Arena for Raw the next night and everything. So
Okay.
I think it would be pretty interesting to see how they would set it up.
But is it warm enough for April or March if they do go there in the future? Is it warm enough out there in Charlotte?
Yeah, it'd be actually a good time for them to do that around now. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, another thing is how many DVDs do you have in your collection right now for wrestling related stuff? Is it huge, like Gemini or Steven Breach, or is it average set, Dave?
Well, I don't think it would be that huge like Gemini's and how epicness with all that greatness of the DVDs he has and everything. Same
Okay.
thing for Stevie Bridge, but mine's I want to try and get it there, but it's gonna take a little bit more. I
Yeah.
don't know the exact number. I would have to recount everything, but I have a pretty good amount of DVDs, especially from 2003 up until now, a couple of 2002s and 2001s and whatnot. So it's looking to grow. I have a good majority of the documentaries. Would like to get other old stuff and current stuff that's going on. But yeah, it's in a work in progress.
Now, do you prefer the DVDs or you prefer the network? I know a lot of people don't like the network because it buffs a lot. It doesn't, a lot of errors. So, what's your thoughts on DVDs versus the W network, Dave?
For me, I do enjoy both. Nothing beats a DVD or a Blu-ray, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Especially when you own it. Not everything's on the network, but I like the specials and all that stuff that they have on there in the original shows. So a couple other stuff, just to name a few. But to me, I prefer both. I'm more of a variety type of guy, so I watch both honestly.
Yeah, me too. But do you think the network will be here like forever, or do you think it's gonna fizzle out? Because I know McMahon lost a lot of money in that.
I don't know. I think this is going to be in here for the long run, for the long haul, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, me too. Another thing is, what's your thoughts on Russo and Lana getting engaged? And nothing is, McMahon found out about it, and he's not too happy like usual. So, what's your thoughts on that, Dave?
So for Rusev and Nala, that's really cool for the both of them. Lana and Rusev getting married. Congrats to the both of them, like I mentioned to you on Twitter. So, as far as things go with the storyline, it might go in a different direction now, especially with Dolph Ziggler being in there. So I kind of see like Dolph Ziggler and Samurai being able to team up and maybe have like a mixed tag team match or something like that. But hopefully it will die down since we've seen it for quite a while too. Maybe has something different going for Dolph Ziggler and Rusev on top of that. But who knows? But overall, congrats to Rusev and Lana for sure.
Yeah, what's your thoughts on Vince is being so pissed off because they're getting engaged?
I think it's something that'll probably die down and probably end up being a part of the storyline. That's what I see.
Yeah, I don't think McMahon. He always gets mad because like Diva and the guy, they fall in love on set, and then in real life they get it really happens, and he gets mad. Vince, get over it. You're an old dude, and just it happens and happens. Like Triple H and Stephanie, you got mad, and you let them date in real life. So if that could happen, let them date. It's not really a big deal.
Right.
So would you like to see Dolph turn back to heel, Dave, or you prefer him as a face right now?
I think he's good at both. I mean, if he does turn heel, if anything, I see him facing John Cena, and then having a feud going there since I've seen stuff on Total Divas between not only with Dolph Ziggler, but with Nikki Bella on top of that. So just to see how that would turn out and everything, and maybe get them in the mix and have something like that going. But if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, then it's fine.
Yeah, speaking of John Cena, I guess this Sunday will be his last show because he's gonna take some time off. John Cena.
Yep.
I don't know if he's not booked for a match. Probably it's gonna happen tonight or a gauntlet match for this Sunday. So, what's your thoughts on him taking some time off?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's well deserved, and to see how other stars would be able to get into the play. And I heard that we might have a U.S. Open Challenge tonight, and then that would be it for John Cena for now. I heard he's doing a TV show from what I know, but don't quote me on that. But as far as time off, that's fine. I don't know how long he's going to be out for exactly, so, it's cool. We don't get to see him have time off that often or at all, so he is a workhorse, and he definitely works his ass off and everything, and I like what he's done for the U.S. title as of late, so yeah, I think he deserves it.
I agree, but every time when he takes some time off, he didn't take some time off just for the hell of it. He usually takes off when he's injured. Like, for example, I forgot what year it was. It was supposed to be him and Del Rio at the Hell in a Cell for the world title, and they came back so quickly. If he was smart, he should just take a time because you never know that injury could he could re-injure it and he could sit back longer. He could be on a shelf longer, Dave. But he got lucky. You know what I'm saying that year.
Oh yeah.
So I know a lot of people were not happy that he came back so soon, and I guaranteed a lot of kids are gonna be very upset when John Cena is not gonna be on Raw this coming up Monday. Now speaking of Raw, tonight is in Dallas, Texas, home of WrestleMania 32. You're gonna see HBK, Taker, Ric Flair, Austin's gonna do a podcast with Brock Lesnar, and I don't know if it's gonna be all them guys gonna be on a show or all backstage. So what's your thoughts, Dave, for tonight? Special attraction tonight on Raw, live from Dallas.
Yeah, I think it would be one of the better shows for Raw. As of late, I haven't been really getting too behind the current product. I've tried a couple of times, but seeing it now, it's not really as exciting. But seeing this for tonight, it's going to be actually pretty cool. I like the lineup, and it's going to get us ready even more for Hell in a Cell this Sunday, the go-home show. Undertaker showing up. That's going to be interesting to see what he's going to be doing with Brock Lesnar. I'm sure they'll probably get into a brawl or something like that, and something epic and crazy. Shawn Michaels, it's going to be interesting to see what he's going to be doing. Maybe he'll probably do a promo or something like that, or probably what they did, like, with Mick Foley, like, giving up for Hell in a Cell and talking with Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins from last year, from what I remember. Yeah. It was actually for last year, so maybe something similar to that, or it could be completely different, but that's going to be something to look out for. And then, of course, the Stone Cold podcast with Brock Lesnar. That's going to be awesome. I enjoy Stone Cold's podcast, not only on the network, but on Podcast One. So a lot to look forward to, so it should be interesting.
Oh, another thing is Austin still going to have Sting as his guest on the network, or did they change their mind because Sting is still injured?
I haven't heard anything on that, so I have to look up on that.
Okay, I hopefully that's one I'm really looking forward to. Another thing is I heard Austin's gonna interview the Undertaker. Is that true, or another rumor down the road for Austin podcast on the WWE Network?
From what I know, I think that is still happening. So that's another.
Yeah. That might be the bigger one besides tonight.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't know if his Undertaker is gonna be in character or not. Probably in character because it makes more sense,
It depends. We'll have to wait and see.
I cannot wait. You watched the Jerry King Lawler on DVD. How is it? Is the documentary good for the Jerry King Lawler? Is it really worth for all the DVD collections out there, for all the wrestling fans out there? That's what I'm trying to say, Dave.
Yeah, I did get that, and I thought it was a good documentary. It felt a little short, but overall, I think it was worth it, and to learn a little bit more about Jerry Lawler and going about through his career and everything, and it does actually talk about the heart attack that he did have.
Really?
So that was interesting to see. Yeah, um, it brought me back to like that part and everything. So, it was something else, and I think it's worth it.
Cool. I'm really surprised they mentioned that in the documentary about the heart attack. Um,
Yeah, it's crazy.
yeah, yeah, that's very sad. I mean, at least he's doing good. Um, I know we got a long wait for WrestleMania 32. What match are you really want to see, and hopefully it happens at WrestleMania 32, Dave?
Yeah, that's actually a really good question. You kind of got me on the spot there. If I could pick a match right now, maybe Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. When Sami Zayn comes back and maybe get him on the main roster and see that match, that would be pretty cool.
Oh yeah. What about do you think Sting is still gonna wrestle, or do you think we saw last of him this past September at Night of Champions? Is his injury?
Yeah. Depending on how he is, hopefully he will come back and at least wrestle that one more match and to see what's going to be happening with him. That's up in the air at this point. I don't know what else is going on there, but that remains to be seen. And whenever the news breaks out, then we'll definitely know for sure.
Yeah, I heard he's doing better, but doctor says he's not ready to go back in the ring yet. You know what I'm saying? So they don't want to risk it. You know.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
that's more important than a stupid match. You know, no offense, but your health is more important than a match.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Let's see here. Let's see here. Would you like to see Raw go back to 2 hours, Dave?
I would like to, yeah, because I feel like now watching Raw each week, it feels like we're watching a pay-per-view every Monday,
Yep.
since most of the pay-per-views are basically the same thing, plus you got the kickoff on top of that, so 2 hours would be nice. I feel like it would flow a lot more better, and 3 hours was interesting, but now it's getting a little bit too much, and it seems like it's basically the same each week. So maybe they can change it up to make it more interesting. But as of right now, it seems like it's basically the same overall each week most of the time.
I agree. Now I heard rumor. I don't know if you follow Jerry Greenwater. He said down the road that SmackDown is gonna be live down the road. Do you hear about that tweet about him?
Yeah, I did see that tweet that he posted not too long ago. That's pretty cool. I think it would be a step in a cool direction for SmackDown, especially them being live, and then it'll take away from the spoilers and for more people to watch SmackDown. I know it's going on USA pretty soon
Oh, is it?
next year. That's what I heard.
Oh wow.
So yeah, that's gonna be something else.
So no more sci-fi, huh? This is it. This is the last year for sci-fi in the WWE.
From what I saw,
Oh
yes,
wow.
that's what I at the moment.
Do you think eventually that Raw and SmackDown will ever be on the network? I mean, not live, but just like reruns. Like like for example, when Raw's over, they could put it on automatically on the network because in case people lose power, they could or when the power goes back on, they could hit the network. You know what I'm trying to say, Dave?
No, yeah, I would like to see that. I know they do that now, but it's kind of like I don't know how they do it. Like maybe within weeks behind.
Yeah,
So I don't know why they do that.
I don't know why
It's kind of
either.
weird how they set it up, but I wish they kind of had this set up like for Hulu Plus and have it the next day, and
Yep, I agree.
that'd
Yep,
be cool. So
yep, yep.
yeah,
I think that'd be a perfect idea. Like I said a few minutes ago, if someone loses power for many times, like a Monday night, say, oh shit, I can't watch Raw. I mean, of course it's on YouTube, but you don't get the whole full show. So when you get your power back on, cool, I could go on the W Network and watch the latest Raw. Not like a couple months ago. You know what I'm trying to say, Dave?
yeah,
That'd be
that'd be badass.
that'd be freaking awesome. I think so, but I don't know if any other wrestling fan will agree to that. Probably you know that WrestleMania 32, the total package got sold out already. You heard about that?
Yeah, yeah, that's really cool.
I had a feeling. What?
Yeah, I know a couple people who are going, so hopefully they will have a great time. And I would have liked to go, but it depends like how it is and everything for me, since that is a lot of planning to really do, and of course, the tickets have been a lot and everything. So,
Yep.
hopefully one time I will get to go to WrestleMania I could have won a couple of times, but again, it depends on how everything goes planned, and it'll definitely take some time. That's for sure.
Yeah, you need to go one time, once in your lifetime. It's a great experience. Another thing is,
Really.
when you think Sheamus is gonna cash in, and you think Sheamus is a bad Mr. Money in the Bank guy who holds the briefcase.
Well, I agree he doesn't really need it, especially for Sheamus, but at the same time, I feel like maybe within probably around after Survivor Series, probably he might cash in. I don't think again at WrestleMania, but anything can happen, and I don't really see it happening this Sunday. However, but I do see a tease for sure, most likely when it comes to around the pay-per-view time and everything. So it is going to happen at some point, maybe before 2016. Who knows? But you never know.
Do you think if you were the booker to book Money Bank last year, this past summer, who do you prefer instead of Sheamus become Mr. Money Bank, Dave?
Hmm. Well, that's actually interesting. If anything, maybe to have someone in there, maybe Bad News Barrett would be pretty cool to see that instead of having him has the win off for being King of the Ring.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, that's like the only person I can really think of
Yeah.
for winning the
Speaking
match.
of King Barrett, the one time he was injured, and they were gonna make a Money Bank thing, and W just dropped the ball with King Barrett. They should just scrap the idea with King Barrett, go back to Banu Barrett. He was a badass, and I don't know if he will ever become the main event. I'm not too sure, you know.
Right.
Let me see here. Who do you think is the top a guy who makes the more money in the W right now? In your eyes, who do you think that makes the more money?
Well, the only one I can really think of besides Triple H, of course, most likely John Cena.
Okay. What about the divas? Do you think right now? The divas? Do you think the Bellas is the top one?
That's a good question. I'm not too sure about that one.
Okay. Do you think Tough Enough will be back next year? I mean, we don't know nothing about that, right? Tough Enough.
Um, it probably will be, if anything. But it could happen. I'm not too sure about that. This year's could have been a lot more better. I wasn't really that much into it, so it kind of felt like more reality based, and it
Yeah.
really didn't feel like the tough enough of all, pretty much.
Yeah, I don't care for this one. I prefer the one that Austin hosts back in 2011. That was a good better one, huh?
Oh yeah,
I like that one, but I don't know what's W thinking, and I guess a lot of wrestling fans out there. I've been reading the tweets, and a lot of people were not too happy about the Tough Enough. I only watched one episode, and I didn't watch the rest of it because I know it was not a very good show this year, and it was a letdown. And I really wish that we, get off subject, had the King Ring on pay per view instead of on Raw. Dave, what's your thoughts on that?
yeah. The way they had King of the Ring, especially this year, being in parts, I kind of have it where basically it'd be like you said, yeah, like a pay-per-view, and then having it be just for one night. I think that's fair enough, and to
Yes.
have it like that, because having it just in parts is kind of weird.
Yep.
I didn't really care for the setup, so yeah,
Nope.
having it as a pay-per-view would be good enough, or just a regular special and have it for like 2 hours or whatever. That would be cool.
Yes, I mean I know they have it on the network, but that's not the same. I know they brought him back that one time when Sheamus won it. That was very stupid. Just make it a pay per view for crying out loud, W. What's so hard about that? Come on now. And then whoever wins the King Ring will automatically gets a title shot for the main guy. You know, W World Champion like Brock Lesnar did back in '02. You know,
Yeah, that would be
but
pretty cool.
yeah, I don't know. I think these creators are so stupid, or I don't know, they just don't have any charisma. I bet if I was there working for W or you, we'll do it way better. Or if Boston fan was there or someone else was there, or Simon, we'll do way better than these current guys. You know?
Yeah, anyone would.
Oh hell yeah, I think so. But we just wrestling fans. We don't know nothing about the business. But whatever. But what else? I really hopefully MSG will host another Rumble. That'd be sweet. You know?
Yeah, I would love to see that.
I've never been to Rumble. Maybe sooner or later I will go to one. I've been to like 3 manias. I don't think I'm gonna go to 32 because the only thing that's out there is all wrestling stuff. I want to do other stuff. You know what I'm trying to say, Dave? You know.
Yeah.
So oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, I did pre-order the W2K16. So just let you know, and I'm looking forward to that. What's your thoughts on a new game, Dave?
Yeah, I actually did pre-order 2K16 at GameStop, and then I'll be having that waiting for me once I do go back home. So I've been looking forward to that. The last game for 2K15 wasn't really that great, to be honest.
I
It was
know.
just basically a runner-up for 2K16. So I've been looking a lot of other stuff for it and searching other videos and stuff like that. And from what I've seen from the updates, it looks actually really cool. The roster has been really dope. I like the roster so far and everything. So the game for 2K16 is looking pretty cool. And I did try that contest too at GameStop to try and get WrestleMania 32 tickets. So I haven't heard of anything about the updates yet for that. So I'm still trying to wait and see what happens. I don't know when they're gonna announce the winner, but that remains to be seen. So at least I tried it anyway.
Yeah, me too. I don't know if you saw my picture on Twitter. I did the same thing. I don't know if I won or not. Hopefully I won. I never won a contest before. I I don't know. Did you get the special edition for the W2K16, Dave, or just got the normal version?
I just got the normal one, and I know a friend of mine has a special edition, so I would have gotten that too, but I just stick with the regular normal
Okay.
version.
Oh, do you have PS4 now, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, me too. So maybe we can play online now. I heard the graphics for the PS4 for the game is way better than the three because they put more effort on it than the three. Am I right or wrong, Dave? From last year.
No, yeah, that's why we have to step up for the next generation. So
Okay.
yeah, definitely.
That's about it. That'd be kind of cool. In that game, there's a way you could cash in on someone. That'd be even awesome if you for this game, a cash in.
Yeah.
So that's about it. I really appreciate it. You come on board. Sorry about the whole problem with the Skype. I hate when that happens, Dave.
Yeah, I mean, it happens to me too a couple of times, but that's Skype issues and internet issues on top of that.
Oh yeah, I think we're gonna get this out of the way because there's so much done. You want to
Yep.
say you want to plug your you want to say you want to give anybody shout outs?
Well, definitely, as of right now, for one, for Boston Fan 79V1, since we're going to be going to a house show in December, December the 5th, so look out for a day in the life video from both our ends. And definitely check me out on my YouTube channel, which is, of course, Footman Project, and his for Boston Fan 79V1. And of course, check me out on Twitter, which is at DavidVerry1989. And thank you for sticking through with this, of course, with the Skype issues and everything. So it's been fun being back.
Yeah, no problem. I got a quick shout outs. Hey Paul, how you doing? Hopefully you enjoy this podcast. Same thing for you, Lucas, Jason, and Tony. That's about it. Um, hopefully everyone enjoyed this podcast. Share this podcast, and all my links will be down below. And I do have Twitter as TeamRyRy32. Everyone have a great day. Enjoy Raw. It's the last Raw because this Sunday is Hell in a Cell, and look out for my Hell in a Cell predictions. So this is your host here, TeamRyRy, and thank you once again, Dave, to come on board.
No problem, anytime, man.
And look out for episode number 14. Enjoy Raw tonight. Hopefully it's going to be a good show. Goodbye, everyone. Peace out.